Hi, this is me again, Mr. J, the one and only MGTOW the Joker, back with another video. We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. That is the slogan for the new DC movie, Batman and the Joker, when they were talking about it. And quite frankly, this video is pretty much geared towards that. So the other day I was looking for information about how to be a high value man, and the very first video I saw I came across was the one with Mr. Kevin Samuels. Apparently Mr. Samuels has been popularized the term. So today I'm going to put a spin on Mr. Samuels' principles in that video. Not to downgrade him. I'm sure that he has what he has because he's worked very hard to be in the position he is right now. But to add to his perspective, because I think the video is too short and a little bit shallow, doesn't have no depth about what a high value man should be. I'm sure there is a method to the madness as of to why Mr. Samuel thinks in that way. Now, who is Mr. Samuels? Well, he is a professional man in corporate image consultant. Mr. Samuels says that you never output your belief. His job is to make sure that his clients look good, smell great, and be the best version of themselves each and every day. And that's his mission. He places a unique spin on what a high value man should be. So we are going to actually do a 180 degrees on what he is saying. And today I'm analyzing and criticizing his principles in a positive manner. I'm not a $6 million man, but I saw a $100 million man get duped by an OnlyFans model. And I wouldn't want that you would make the same mistake. Now, he defines a high value man as an human male, an adult human male, that's greater than the normal importance and usefulness to the group. Basic economics principles, right? States that the value of something is based upon what the market is willing to pay. The value is determined by the market. He also said that high value man is completely determined by what the market is willing to pay for. And that is what we're going to be discussing and analyzing. If you stick till the end, I promise that you will have a clear understanding of what a high value man is, to include together with my insights. I'll give you a contribution on what I think about the subject so it can help you to move forward in the future. And let it be known that I'm by no means I'm saying that Mr. Samuels is wrong. Since I have been there, I've done it. I got burned up, and I got the teacher for it a couple of times. I'm just being introspective on his principles. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video Remember to follow me on Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram. And now, without further ado, let's get this video started.
Two can play that game. Because you are a joke. You're a joker.
Okay. All right, let's do this. 6 principles of a high-value man. According to what Mr. Samuels is saying. We're going to talk about all his principles. The first one being money. Now, in his video, he says that in order for you to be a high value man, you need to have at least 10K per month in Atlanta, or 6-figure income. It depends on the state that you live in. You can be a high value man. You can't be a high value man and homeless. So the lines start at the pricing point. Like, here's the thing. This is what I believe, and in my opinion. If you are the property, you're not going to be the steward. We get to place value on what money is. If you are defined by what the market value is, then your worth is based upon what other people perceive you to be. So you are the property. But reality is that the price of something is only defined by the seller and the buyer, which are persons, at the time of a transaction. That means that if you are a seller and believe that a value of your property is something that is worth more than what you ask for, then you're giving the seller more benefits than what you are paying for. That is not economy, my friends. That is selling 101. Money is a tool that allowed us to trade with one another. That doesn't define us. The value of a man, in my opinion, is not defined by how much money he has. What it matters is how he got it. If he earns it by producing value, then money is a token of honor. But if you're taking it from those who produce, then money has no value. You are simply a looter. And that particular phrase, I learned it from a book called Atlas Shrugged. The author's name is Ms. Ayn Reinhardt. Ayn Rand, I'm sorry. It's Ayn Rand. Now, he also talks about time and consistency. He said that in time and consistency, he's basically he actually changed his principles. Is called performance length of time, 3 to 5 years. It's a matter of consistency and stability. In that, I can definitely go with what he's saying. However, I would add in growth, because it's no use for you to be consistent and to be stable, but if you don't have any growth, any way to growth, then you're not doing anything. You're staying in one particular place. So growth is important. The other principle he was talking about was group acceptance. Now, in group acceptance, he said that by other high value men, it's all about separation. Well, I do believe that it's about separation, but most of the time you you have to actually create your own group. Sometimes you're not going to be able to be accepted to that particular group until you're worthwhile. So what I would do is that I would create my own group where trust will be important to me. You see, and I can be able to negotiate and deal with those people who I can trust. So I'm not looking for the group that is already established, but I'm looking for to actually form my own group. The other principle number 4, is network. Now in network, he said that of one high value man first, then others. Basically, he was talking about the aristocracy of pool, what Atlas Shrugged was saying in Ayn Rand was saying in Atlas Shrugged about the aristocracy of pool. Your network is your net worth. Time is important. Yes, but I would definitely add that if I can only rely on the aristocracy of pool, and then timing is important, then you don't have the capability on to utilize your network until you earn some trust in it. So time and trust are more important for me than money. And I would argue what makes him valuable is that the power to create value, or the ability to actually be able to manipulate his way into that group. The next the next principle will be visibility. So in visibility, he said something along those lines that position and income are linked in levels. Position and income needs to be at a glance, sort of like a report card in finance. We call it a financial report. Everything needs to be understood. Well, while visibility to one people are important, I would say that significance will never fill your soul. Visibility can make you a target. If people know that you have all this bling bling, you're gonna be a target. And then you will have people that can help you, but at the same time, you have the people, most of these people are out there to get you. So if you are too visible, you become a target to anyone who wants to take something away from you. So the good thing about it is to become, in my opinion, is to be in stealth mode. That way you don't become a target. You don't become a target of your peers, and you don't also become a target of the women that you're dealing with. Because nowadays, look at high value people like what's a good one? High value people like Dr. Dre. He's right now fighting over $400 million. Okay, Look at the high value people like this gentleman right here. Hold on, let me show you this. Like this gentleman right here. See? This is a millionaire that is worth over $100 million. He got duped by this bimbo over here. An OnlyFans model. He got really upset about that he got duped, and she got him for over $1 million. That is 1% of his fortune. Was it worth it? That's my question. So anyway, continuing on. So you got visibility. And then last one is utility. He says something about that utility is useful to the group and others. That your presence is felt when you're there, and your absence is also felt when you're gone. In economics, he said that is called euros, which I don't deny that. Those are called euros. But in my opinion, it's something between utility versus creativity. So I like to create value in a group. It's a very different thing between being a vested person in a group than investing in the group. So when you are vested, you're participating in this group. You're putting value into it. When you're investing, you're expecting a return on the investment. You're creating an ROI. Okay? So that was basically what he was saying about utility. And I say, well, it would be utility and creativity at the same time. Because your reality is that you want to create value. So money will turn into being a derivative of the value that you create. Lastly, he says something about that there's no high value homeless and no high value loners, and he's right on that. So how valuable are you to the group, to the world, and to the people? If you stay, how valuable are you to the group, to the world, and to the people? So here's the answer to that question. My answer would be that I do not put a price in my head to be valuable. I have an intrinsic value. To me, the measure of a man is based upon his intelligence, his self-awareness, and his consciousness. Money and fame are just a derivative from that. So in order for you to actually become a high value man, I would ask you, to my listeners, ask yourself, are you a person or are you a property? Let me know in the comments below what you think about my findings. I like to know your opinion. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, click subscribe and the notification bell for more content like this, and I will see you in the next one.
Two can play that game. Because you are a joke. You're a joker.